this is amazing. First of all, incredibly honored to be joining such a elite group of athletes. First of all, I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee for inducting me, Mr. Vaccaro, and so forth. We found out about a year ago. In the last few weeks, I've been kind of not really sure what to expect. Obviously, never been a part of something like this. It was kind of completely uncertain as to what it was going to be all about, but I never realized how emotionally intense it is. So I'm going to try to keep it as dry and monotone as possible, because I'll leave the crying up to my mother. But it's amazing. I don't know about the other athletes, but every time I saw a picture of myself on there, I remember exactly what play. I might not remember what I did last week, but I remember every single play, how it went down. It's amazing, all the way back to the picture when I was 6 years old playing on the Blazers. It's been an amazing ride, and throughout this entire time, and so many people to thank, and so fortunate to have come this far. During my time also at Reading, prior to Reading, in middle school, I went to Parker, and I remember, congratulations to the class of '94, the soccer team, because I always wanted to play for them. I always thought I had a chance. I remember even in 8th grade, I wanted to try out for the team, and called Mr. Vaccaro and tried to see if I could jump on the team in 8th grade, because I knew that they had an all-star lineup, and I always wanted to be a part of that. So, first of all, I'd like to thank, just make sure I'd love to thank a few of the actual players of '94, because a few of them were there when I came as a freshman year, and they were great to me, hazing the whole way, and the whole freshman year. They put me in place when I needed to be put in place, and they brought me up in the team my first freshman year, because I was only about 14 years old. So I appreciate that. But yeah, initiation. Josh Moore specifically, and Ball's it was great. So no, thank you. And then fortunately, it's crazy to think, but I never got a chance to play for Leo Figueredo, though I played at his soccer doctor camps. Never got a chance to play with these players from '94. But when I got out of college, I actually got a chance to play with Leary for a little bit. That was nice. We hooked up on a couple goals, and it was pretty great to be able to play with him, considering I just missed it by a year. So a bunch of people I'd love to thank. Leo in the beginning, because I remember he was the first camp, first coach I ever had, and showed me everything, and I appreciate that. Next is Doc Warnock. Where is he? Doc. Thank you a ton. He worked on me all through high school, and I think a ton of other people as well. And it's been, man, there were so many games I literally went into his office feeling like I had a broken ankle or a broken leg, come out there feeling like $1 million. Whether it was getting ready for track or soccer, it was amazing, and I appreciate everything that he did. So thank you. Even thinking about going back now, it's like it's bringing back all these memories and everything, and it's driving me hard. I'd also like to thank Hal Croft, because I played soccer year-round, as most people did in their own sport. But finally, sophomore year, I decided to run track. And the stuff he taught me in terms of running and training and pushed me was something I'll never forget. All the way through to playing in college and playing after college. The training he taught me is one of my best coaches, and he was better than some of my soccer coaches in other leagues, just because of the training and the guidance and determination that he taught me within. So I continued to run track all through high school, and that helped with my success. Don Welford, obviously, who was my coach senior year and freshman year too. My parents are especially thankful for, I think my mother is, for having me play on the freshman team, because she thought I was too young, and maybe I was, but I thank Don for bringing me aboard, because the only thing that happened that year, freshman year, was I broke my back. And had to wear a metal brace, body brace, so people call me Bionic Man all through high school. But I got the opportunity to play freshman year, and so thank you, Don. All my teammates, obviously, and this goes with my class as well of '99, because my teammates, I had amazing teammates all growing up every time, every year I played soccer. And my class as well, I think our class of '99 was so strong athletically. I always would tell friends, family, whatever, and we set the bar for each other with every season, fall, spring, throughout the year, and I think that's proved to our success now as we just kept pushing each team. Football pushed baseball, soccer, basketball, everything. So, you know, I thank my grade and all the athletes. It's been, I hung up my clay, actually after high school, during high school, I went and played in South America for a couple months to train my senior year. Then after high school, I went on to play in South America for a team down there and trained for about 9 months before going to college. Had a ton of time to reflect, went back to UMass and played for a year, so that's kind of how everything evolved past high school, played for UMass for a year, and then started really, I had time to reflect when I was in South America and refocused more into academics, which I never had in the past. But when I hung up my cleats sophomore year, fresh sophomore year in college, it was one of the most difficult things to do. Telling my parents, and still to this day, it is so hard to know that I stopped playing. And I think that's one of the most difficult things of becoming something like this is you wish you could just go back, you know, and do it all over again. As much as difficult as it was and as tough as it was, going back and doing it all over again because it was everything. So tonight is important because there's two things I want to mention. Also, is we had one of the best teams ever, and I'm thankful for that all around. Andrew Mallett and Russell Hunt were two of the best players around. So I just want to say, if everybody knows them, just recognize they were amazing all the way through senior year. All right, I'll keep going. So lastly, I'd like to thank my parents. And again, this is just kind of a culmination of everything. I'd like to thank my parents for everything that they did for me. They put up with me. They drove me to soccer every single day. They went to every single tournament. They were my biggest fans, biggest supporters in life, and I could never ask for anything better. I never would have been able to go through without them. But this is ultimately closure. And I don't know if it's for a lot of people, but for me it's just closure because it's kind of like ends a nice run and a good reign of soccer throughout my entire life. So now that I'm 30, not hanging up the shoes, but you know, it's time to kind of put everything in past. So thank you.